That's how everyone on the internet is starting things right now. She's a criminal. They're all criminals. Anyway, what's up, guys? Today, I thought we could talk about how to make working out a habit, because right now, no one has a routine. And one of the easiest things to do in fitness is to not do fitness. It's so easy to fall off track, to do something one day and be like, oh, I gotta get back on my game, and then never do that thing again. So a lot of people ask me, what did you do that made you get on this routine, and how have you stayed in love with fitness for years? And I have 3 major bullet points that I want to cover with you, especially if you're someone who's brand new to fitness, who doesn't have a routine, and doesn't really know how to get started, because that's the hardest thing. I'm going to tell you right now, workout number 1 is going to be the hardest thing to do because it's the first domino. But it is a domino, and it makes that domino effect. And once you do 1, it makes it easier to do 2. Before you know it, you get a week under your belt. And if you follow these 3 bullet points for that entire week, it's going to make everything else much easier. These are not in any particular order. I'm not doing most important to least important. These are just, I think, the prerequisites and a good mentality to have. Bullet point number 1, finding a workout that you think is fun. If you're like, all exercise is terrible, I hate working out, I hate sweating, there is something for you, and it might not feel like a workout. It might be something like a sport. Something like dancing is a sport. It's also fun, and it doesn't really feel like exercise. Going for a walk is exercise. Martial arts is exercise. Even something as simple as, while we're all staying inside, doing one of those virtual, does anyone use a Wii anymore? We used to do Just Dance a lot, and we would break an incredible sweat doing that. So finding something that you think is fun is going to trigger that reward system in your brain, right? You're going to want to keep doing something that feels good. And if something is rewarding to you emotionally, you will push harder physically, and then it will feel better physically. It kind of took me a while to find one thing that I really wanted to kind of brand myself with. I've always been some kind of athlete. I started in dance and gymnastics when I was like 4. That turned out well. I did soccer from the time I was like 8 through high school. Also turned out great. The summer after high school, I discovered the Insanity workout, and they kicked my butt. And I discovered that I loved that. I loved having that challenge, and I loved when something was so difficult it felt impossible. And so that was kind of how I got bitten by the fitness bug. That was how I knew I needed to make exercise part of my everyday life. After that, I kind of accidentally stumbled upon the Les Mills Combat. I think I illegally downloaded some of their really old ones, and I was like, what is this? I've always found martial arts really fascinating, but was never taught a specific discipline. And this just got me going. I mean, I had never felt that way during a workout ever before in my entire life. I never wanted to hit play again as soon as the workout was over. So I was like, this is something, I found something here. And if you know anything about me now, that has exploded into what half of my career is. And spoiler, getting my pump certification in probably 2 or 3 weeks, fingers crossed. And the rest is history. So that's number 1, finding a workout that you think is fun. Number 2, set time aside that is non-negotiable, that no one can tell you that you can't do that at that time, and that you can't tell yourself you can't do it at that time. Don't put it in the middle of your workday if you know that you need an hour just for lunch. Don't put it at 6 a.m. if you're a night owl. Don't put it at 9 p.m. if you like waking up early. Choose a time that works for you. I find that I have all of my energy for the rest of the day between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. and that's my window. If I work out after that, my workouts typically tend to not be as intense. That's not always the case because I teach a couple of night classes, and that energy is just through the roof, but you need to find a time that works for you. It's okay if you have to move that time around from day to day. It doesn't have to be 4 p.m. every single day, 7 days a week. You can do 6 a.m. on Monday if you really want to start your week off on a really high note, and then make it 2 p.m. on Tuesday because you always have a conference call at 1 and you want to burn off some steam. But the important part is that non-negotiable aspect. Don't allow yourself to give yourself an excuse not to do it. I don't feel like it. You're never gonna feel like it. Motivation is a myth. Motivation is that thing that we wait for that never arrives. You are the thing that starts. You are the thing that makes the decision. And hitting that play button, starting that first rep, that's going to be the hardest part, and everything will come after. A few times I say you can make it a negotiable is if you are very, very sick or something traumatic has just happened. I use a rule that I call from the neck down. So if your illness is from the neck up, that's kind of a judgment call. If you feel well enough to exercise, good on you. If it's from the neck down, where you're feeling ill, I recommend not exercising. And that's anything from you got stuff in your lungs, you're having a stomach bug, any other kind of medical issue from the neck down. I would take some precautions. So that's number 2, not being a weenie. Just kidding. Having discipline and doing something for yourself every single day that you don't allow to be moved. And number 3, personally, I feel like this is the thing that takes you from workout number 1 to workout number 100. And that is, you have to feel successful. You have to end a workout feeling like whatever it is that makes you feel successful at the end of a workout. So for me, I need to feel toasted. I need to feel like I gotta lay on the floor or something terrible is gonna happen. I need to feel like I made a connection. If I'm teaching with the class or if I'm taking with the instructor, or maybe even classmate's classmate. I need to have that moment where we look at each other and we go, I'm human, you're human, this hurts, let's do it. So that helps me feel successful. It's feeling like my legs are gonna fall out from under me and that my humanity has been acknowledged. For you, you might need to work up that huge sweat. You might need your t-shirt sticking to your chest. Also, body pump repping. You might need to feel like you were encouraged a lot or you were inspired in some way. You might need to feel like the instructor took you by the hand and said, okay, great, you're doing awesome, now do this. You might need someone to really get in your face and tell you you're not working hard enough. Everybody's different. Everybody responds differently to those kinds of things. You need to find something that makes you feel successful. You need to find something that triggers that part of your brain that says, yes, this is good for me. This works for me. I'm going to do it again. And it might take you a little while to find what that thing is. As you can see, for me to find that one thing took a while, but once I found it, I threw myself into it. I can only describe myself as passionate, nay, addicted to working out and combat in particular. That's what I got for you, my 3 big tips on how to make exercising a habit. Surprise, it's Friday again, and I actually have a little treat for you guys. So I've been keeping in touch with a lot of my members, and everyone's expressing how much they miss the gym, how much they miss class. So guess what? Next Friday, not today, next Friday, April 17th, I'm going to host a virtual body combat class on Facebook Live. It's going to be through my personal Facebook page. We're going to start at 12 p.m. Eastern time, so adjust accordingly. You do not have to have done combat before. You do not have to have exercised before. You can be the world's most elite instructor. I want you there. I will have music, so you don't need to bring that. All you need is a water bottle, maybe a towel, maybe a mat, and a good attitude. Hope to see you there. We're going to kick some booty. So it's a gorgeous day outside, finally, and I'm going to go enjoy that. I hope you will too. Stay healthy, stay safe.